At this point, I'd probably buy a car. Like if I just had 40 grand sitting around to use. But
Get yourself a nice salvage title 2014 Mustang, and then you got a solid what? Fucking
34 grand for black.
now I'm fucking making money.
You can't lose.
I can't lose.
You like to ride around in a V6 powered death wagon that's got, you know, ball tires just on the left side for some reason.
That's like the way like a
That's not a real
guy.
thing. Tell me that's not a symptom of Wings'
Of course it's not. It's me making fun of fatty Boobalatti over there who got weight loss surgery months and months ago and hasn't lost a considerable amount of weight at all. All right? Dude's been, he's eating.
He has
ice.
lost a lot of weight. Or,
He
I
has
know the
not.
updates.
He has not. If you do the math, it's pathetic.
I
don't know
disagree.
but you don't know what his current
so
total
I have
is.
no idea how much he weighs, but I saw a progress photo on his Twitter not so long ago, and
When
he
you
looked
looked mirror?
fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't think
notice-
that was a slimming mirror.
Did you know? So first of all, it is a slimming mirror. It's not him doctoring the photo, but the effect is, even though he wasn't attempting to make it happen via edit in his phone, was that it slims him down. The mirror is concaved in toward his body, which means you are seeing less of him than there actually is, even though he is not editing the photograph. Dude, I know what someone who weighs 330 pounds looks like. He's nowhere near that. He's 360. I would bet solid hard money that he's right around 360 pounds, which means he's lost 50 pounds? Are you fucking kidding me? And all of these months.
I'm looking at this URL. I don't
what was
think
the starting
it's
weight
going to
again?
link directly.
Nobody really fucking knows, but let's just call it 425.
Can you guys get on the same page as me? I think you need to follow that link and manually find it. But you will find him in the mirror, and the picture's like mostly yellow sepia for some reason. Can you tell me when you found it?
Yeah, you see the door frame bent extremely inward toward him?
I do. That I was going to point out the same thing. The mirror is straight as an arrow.
Yeah, so the issue here, I've done a lot of research into this.
Oh.
Look, and look, I like to think that I'm the guy who will only call Wings out on actual bullshit he does. This is not him editing the photograph. It's not. It's the effect of his angle and that particular mirror, because I've seen him prove that, and I believe him because he proved it. However,
Wait. What did he prove?
they were like, "Hey, dude, look at this. The mirror, it's concaved in toward you." And he's like, "I'll be right back." He runs to the bathroom, goes click, runs right back like a minute later. And he's like, "Look at this photograph. Same effect. That's just how that mirror looks when you stand there. That's just the effect of this particular mirror from that particular angle." And I believe that. However, it still provides a slimming effect, even if he's not actually doctoring the photo. So if you're accusing him of doctoring the photo, you're wrong. However, if you're accusing that photo of not being an accurate representation of how he actually looks, you may be onto something.
I don't know.
I'll tell you this.
That mirror is definitely inward, curving inward, though. I see exactly
It
what you're
absolutely
talking
is.
about.
And that is a fact you get from that particular mirror, from that particular angle. Maybe the fucking trailer walls are warped in from like steamy baths. Who knows? They're made out of paper.
It's like the mirrors at Nordstrom or Macy's who try and make you think you look better than you do, and then you
It's
get
skinny.
home and look in your own mirror and you're like, oh, God, what a disappointment.
Yeah. You know, I'll admit when I'm wrong about something. For example, I mentioned that he had the airbag issue a while back. Well, he was like, actually, Kyle, when my car was crashed, it was crashed so badly that the airbags deployed. So joke's on you. They already replaced them with good airbags. And my thought process was like, God, that's actually worse if the airbags deployed. The crash was so bad. Like that actually sounds like a worse deal for
Yeah, a real
for
deal
you
crash.
than it sounds like a real deal crash. But yeah, I saw he tried to do a push up the other day and he couldn't do one.
Well, I mean, that's not surprising. He weighs a lot, and he's not used to doing push-ups.
Well, you got to make your mind up. Has he lost a lot of weight, or is he so heavy he shouldn't be able to do one?
Well, he
push-up?
was so heavy that he couldn't do a push-up, but he's still heavy enough that a push-up would be hard.
Not
like
hard,
if you weigh
impossible.
350 pounds
He collapsed
or something.
Actually, let me lay that on Taylor. Taylor, you're strong, Taylor, and if you 150 pounds, if I just put 150 pounds and distributed most of it on your top half and a little on your legs, could you do a push-up?
Unfair comparison. The correct comparison would be, oh, did I just fucking freeze? Oh,
For a
there
second, you did.
Oh, for a second.
Oh,
You're back.
You're
I'm doing it
frozen
again.
again.
I hope you can hear my voice. The correct
Yes.
comparison would be, Taylor, if Woody lived on your back for the next 6 months, at the end of that, could you do a push-up? And the answer is yes. Not only could you do a push-up, you'd be a beast.
This is the workout. You know what? I'm going to do...
I believe I get a
Bradley.
lot of workout just trying to hang on.
Just hanging on. I think.
I might have as hard a job. Yeah.
Taylor's like, honey, please, could you get on top tonight? I can't do this.
And Woody's just mushed
I'm
up.
under both of them at this point.
Woody, you have to move your legs exactly like mine too, or else it's weird.
We
You know?
make a
Can't we do
Taylor
doggy
sandwich.
guys? Doggy guys, it's more comfortable, and I get a show.
That would be a funny revamp of
All
the
right.
FPS boot camp. It's like, this time Taylor's coming. I didn't buy any equipment or change the shower. I'm just going to strap myself to his back for 30 days. And then it's just, that's what
Man,
it is.
I'm still stuck on this picture, and I don't have any counterpoints for Kyle. I want to say, like,
I'm here to defend Wings on this point. I wish my camera would stop being a fucking bitch. I'm here to defend him on this point. I don't think that he is doing any tomfoolery with his in-camera, in-phone app or anything like that. You know, I don't think so. I don't even think he's adding like a beautification filter necessarily or anything like that.
I think he's lost more than 50 pounds.
I think I don't know.
Like there's got to be like a
big around the middle. It's hard to look at this picture and say he's not big around the middle, but it just seems like he's lost a lot of mass. And I know this picture is flattering because of the thing it's doing, but dude, like one, I don't think he could have fit in a Mustang very well beforehand, and now he owns
like a Camaro when he was 425.
Very well.
I wasn't there to see it, and if I had been there to see it, I wouldn't have allowed
it. He looks like a person I might see every day.
Yeah. I'll give you that. However, you see 350-pound people every day. I think he's about 350, 360, and he has admitted himself. What do you mean?
So you're saying he weighs 350. What does he say he weighs? Does he give any numbers?
He will not give numbers. And that's another reason why I think he's lost very little weight. I think he's losing I'm sorry, but I don't remember how many months it's been. But I think he's losing. I think in the first months he lost maybe 10 pounds a month, and now he's slowed down to like 6 pounds a month or 5 pounds a month that he's losing. And frankly, that's absurd. That's absurd.
I should do shit on his Twitch where he's like, all right, every time I hit like the new $1,000 mark or whatever, I do another weight loss pick and update.
Yeah,
so that he get more donations, and it'll force him to stay on the ball, so that he'll because you don't want to have to take pictures and show you're stagnating.
But let me pitch the other side of that. If he had been open and honest about his numbers, isn't it possible or even probable that nothing would be good enough? He would have to be in the top 1 or at least 5% of success stories with this thing for fans to be not on his case.
If he's not losing,
if he's not, in my opinion, if he's not losing 12 pounds a month, he's a failure. Like with a capital F. Like if I were his like personal trainer or his like life coach, or if it were me in his shoes and I weren't losing 12 pounds a month at least every month, I would consider myself a complete and utter failure in that regard. I don't get it because like that's what I lose.
You know the name of his surgery? The gastric bypass, sleeve, something else?
It's the gastric
sleeve, right?
No, it's not the sleeve. I don't like getting it wrong because he makes us seem like we're ignorant.
Is it the lap band?
It's not the lap band. They cut out part of his stomach, and now he has a tiny stomach. I think, but I could be wrong about that. It's been so long since I read the documents and everything, and I don't like being wrong about it because he makes a big deal out of it whenever we say something that's wrong, like we're like providing misinformation intentionally or something. But like I've looked at the stats. He should be losing huge amounts of weight. Like he should only be able to consume he's supposed to be eating 600 calories a day tops. Okay. And we all know that like a pound is like 3,500 calories or something like that. And then you can calculate his base metabolic rate, and the numbers just don't add up. Like he's eating a lot of when he's chilly, I guess. And that's not ideal. I don't think. I think he's losing a lot of muscle, but he's not losing a lot of fat. It seems like he's being really inactive. I don't know. Look, I'm not his fucking life coach. I wouldn't want that fucking job. That's a suicide.
You had it for a month.
Yeah. It was one of the worst months of my life. And I've had some rough ones.
Yeah, you had some rough. Oh, speaking of rough moments and stuff, my girlfriend listens to the show.
Everything all the time.
It's a kick out.
I would sign up for that and be a reliable revenue source.
Yeah.
Doesn't this fat bitch look like if Arya stayed with hot pie at the end?
I can't show that. I think that might be a pussy.
That is absolutely not a pussy. That is not where the vagina begins. But I get what you're saying. It looks like a pussy, but you got to.
I can show the second one.
Yeah, just put your thumb over that flap.
After a certain weight, you just aren't a person anymore.
No, I agree.
Like your physical attributes don't even resemble the movement of a human being. Like
I agree. Like if aliens came down, they'd be like, and what is that species?
Yeah.
Is that one of your water creatures? How could it live with your great
water creatures?
Why do you make this water creature live amongst you? Shouldn't it be put back in the ocean with the manatee and the other marine mammals?
Why does it smell different than the rest of you humans?
Oh, jeez.
On my planet, we have a beast like this. It lives deep in the oceans.
You know what I heard? The blue whale that we have now, I saw on a YouTube video, so it's true, is the largest animal that's ever existed on Earth.
You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the largest there has ever been, the blue whale, which is pretty cool.
You know that giant, like, aggressive whale thing you see in Jurassic Park that, like, eats that wasn't actually that big. Turns out Jurassic Park, somewhat inaccurate.
That's true. Do they even know the damage they're doing by promoting this? They're going to make all these kids want to become paleontologists. They're going to study all their life, and then they're going to realize it's really, 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 really dumb.
Yeah, I did a science project on the blue whale when I was in, I don't know, 4th or 5th grade or something like that. So
you knew that.
I didn't.
It is big.